Go live. Battle. Fight. They're here to see us fight, Sam.
Did it work?
Sure.
Oh shit. Did your teeth fall out or?
Maybe. Oh, how is everybody today? Hope you all are well.
Good morrow to thine.
Right?
Yeah, it's funny when you do things when all the hours in your day are booked. It feels like a long time has passed. Does it feel like a long time since a live stream? Because for me, it's like, oh, it's been a long time because I've done stuff all the time.
It's been a long road. Yeah, I've been busy today, so
Did they sneak up on you?
yeah. It does.
hmm hmm Yeah, it helps that this is always after dinner, so there's like a finality of, all right, dinner. Our time. Okay, no. But I guess it's more afternoon. It's like, and oh, it's 4. Oh, it's 6. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it where you are?
4:06.
No, them.
Oh,
The
hi. What time is it where you are? He asked.
Thank you. The peeps, Stuart. The peeps.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, indeed.
Woden Deo, Stuart. Oh, buddy, oh, pal.
Well, as you can see, it's Battlefest Live. You guys get to call out ships. We're going to be Star Trek today.
hmm
So call out Star Trek ships. We will put them against each other and see where they fall. I guess you guys get to vote as well, maybe. I don't know.
hmm
We might allow that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And this can be anything Trek. Make it interesting. I think we also do a ChatGPT Ask as an add-on if you want to see what they say. And then remember, it has been improved recently, so really just see
Oh,
what the reaction is going to be on that. And maybe with the new AI features, maybe you can also put in to make an image of said battle. I mean, it won't be good, but
and
you know.
we have a new option as well. I just made this
Ooh,
up earlier today.
well, that's exciting.
So if you really want a ship to win, a $20 super chat will allow it, or a
Mm.
$10 PayPal. And you just trump everybody, you trump our discussion, you trump the votes. Just saying. I mean, nobody's going to do it because I don't think anybody's that invested in the ships
Which
necessarily,
is
but it's
fair.
an option. It's an option.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the I win.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Final say, I win. Yeah.
Right. Cool. I'll start showing some it. All right, I like it.
Okay. Go for it. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the notification icon, do all so you don't miss any content from us. And by all means, join us on a regular basis for these things. Be part of the regular chat. If you want to help us out on a monthly basis, you can check out, you can join us here, or you can head on over to PayPal/Trekyards, or just have your voice heard here. We do read the regular chat, but at the same time, if you super chat or PayPal, you get priority. We do read those on the air, so consider that. Plus, you get to choose the ships. So basically, you're in charge. Is what I'm saying. So um, consider that, and we will make things happen for you. And we'll just hang out. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time with people that are like-minded, and you all are really cool people. That's what I'm saying. We enjoy our time here with you guys. So hopefully you enjoy your time here with us. I mean, you must because you tune in. So why is this not working? There we go. Ha! I have fixed it. I am technician extraordinaire. Let's see. We got Olivia. Which USS Foley, Olivia? You want the refit or do you want the OG? Dun 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 dun. I don't even know. Do I have? We probably have one here. I know I've got the refit here, but yeah, we'll go refit versus the Discovery. How's that? I don't think we have this picture of Discovery ready to go though. Um, USS Discovery. Look, there's Sam.
I'm back.
He's back, y'all.
I'm back. All right, as you guys know, this is entirely user. Let's see what happens. So, very interested to see what do you have us chat about. And I will, like I say, I'll load up the old Jupiter. See what it might say. And like I said, putting a 5 on the PayPal extra, and we'll make an image. It'll be random and weird, but you know what might be the best kind of random and weird? Not sure. Let's see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, first off, we got Olivia with $10.
Ooh, thank you.
It's $5 per ship, which is awesome. So thank you. But yes, she says USS Foley versus USS Discovery. Remember, USS Foley is newer. And she confirmed she wanted the refit Foley. So I've got them locked in there if you want to show the board. And yeah, it is newer. Even the TOS one, TOS Foley would be newer as well. So, but yeah, we will go refit because that's what was available. I don't think I actually have a picture of the OG one here.
All right. Do you want Papa Bear to go first? Given the old Papa of the bear, so or do you want me to go first?
I don't understand anything you said. Papa the Bear. What do you mean?
Well, you designed it, so the Papa.
Oh, no, you go first.
Okay. Let's have a
shower praise upon me, Sam.
Oh, good, you're great. Okay, so you're welcome. Okay.
Not good, huh? All right, sweet.
I'm thinking how to address this because torpedo-wise, they're like 2 generations above. Phaser-wise, we've seen them be really effective on Discovery for no particular reason. But then as soon as you put a spore drive in, you can't hit it if it wants to not be hit, right? Plus, it's definitely more maneuverable in general. I mean, dreadnoughts aren't maneuverable, so just that impulse engines or spore is more maneuverable. So it'll definitely dodge a good amount of stuff, but obviously got better firing, targeting sensors. But it could do some bullshit maneuver to like lock onto your warp core and then do 8 jumps to get that and knock you out because they'll just pummel you with fire. Because they're not that generationally different. And yeah.
It's only if Stamets on board. If he's not there, they can't do the multiple warp jumpy or spore jumpy thing. I'm just saying. He'd be hanging out on my ship.
Oh shit!
I'd invite him over. We'd get along.
Invite. Yes.
Yeah, give him my room key. He can come to the captain's quarters.
This isn't real life.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Goodness. Yeah. But like, if the Discovery torpedo power is like the 100% value, right? Then Foley, I would think like 140, that level of jump, you know, enough, but not like revolutionary.
Yeah.
So it could definitely take hits, but then also so could you. And as we know, Stuart, firing torpedoes from nacelles really ups the potential destructive power.
Oh god, yeah.
So you know,
they learned to channel their photons through the warp nacelles instead of their phasers, like in the motion picture, right? So, and that's some fucking skill right there. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's an effects error in Discovery where they're shooting out of the nacelles because why not?
But it happens in all Trek, and we like Prodigy, and they also shot at phasers out of their RCS thrusters, so you know, dumb stuff happens on Dauntless.
You know what would have been really cool is if they had made the torpedoes mycelial network jumpy, so you can jump them anywhere, like inside the ship or whatever. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
That'd be a thing. That'd be a thing.
Would be.
Yeah.
No, I think despite your, saying my ship's not maneuverable because it's a dreadnought, it's
in comparison.
maneuverable.
In comparison.
Oh yeah, sure. But it's probably got a bit of a speed advantage at just regular impulse because improved impulse engines. It is designed to have a low center of gravity. So not that you need that necessarily in space, but it makes it more maneuverable, not top heavy, not It's designed for that. Plus, it can saucer separate. Third nacelle comes in, locks into place. You got 2 attack ships, and you could be 2-on-1 there, which you would appreciate because you like the Prometheus class. So,
Ain't 3-on-1 though.
there you go.
There you go.
Plus, shield power would be a little bit more beefy on mine, just because newer tech. And if you do split the two and have 2 versus 1, I mean, taking away the spore jump ability, it'd be a close fight, I think, because they're not that far away technology wise between the two of them. But you know, which captain are we talking about? Lorca, Saru, Michael Burnham? Because honestly,
They will all be distinctly
Lorca,
different.
Lorca would probably give me a run for my money for sure. Saru, I don't know what kind of tactics he would employ. Burnham, I mean, I wouldn't stand a chance now, would I? All she'd have to do is like blink and I'd just explode. So,
As long as you
you know
know
what?
that, then you're one step forward or one step ahead, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Discovery just because, the captain's a variable. Me and Lorca we'd be going at each other pretty good. It'd be a pretty fair fight. But if it's Michael Burnham, I'm done. If it's Pike, again, I could probably take Pike. He would fly into an asteroid field and I'd just wait for him, you know, wait till he's nice and close to his view screen and blind him with a flash of bright light. Yeah. Knock him on his ass. But I'd like to give it to the Foley because it is a dreadnought and it's newer design, but I don't want to be pompous. So I'm going to say the Discovery could win. Sure.
Well, yeah, if you take the Spore Drive, I mean, it's undisputable that the sarcophagus ship was more weaponly and shieldly able than Discovery. And yet it
Yeah.
won against it in one attack, like one long attack. But if you use the one ability, you're going to lose, right? Most ships at a certain point. Because that was, far in superior. Take it away, it's just a maneuverable. Because it is very maneuverable. We saw it do some weird turns. It will be a dodge a lot of stuff, right? But it can't take the fire. Now we know it can split, and there is some concept art of it splitting. Don't know what good that'll do. It's not like it's designed to have weapons in the whatever.
Yeah.
Although you could go very dickish and have like it do a mycelial jump with you, like to have some weird, you know what I mean? Have a weird F you, you're now in a sun. Ha 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 ha. Probably not though.
Well, let's see what you guys are saying. With 14 votes, how many people are here? 17 people here. It's pretty good. Hit like, by the way, we only had 12 likes. Anyway, with 14 votes, Foley class refit wins with 71%. So thank you to all of you for your awesomeness. You rule.
Nice.
All right, we do have a PayPal, which I will get to. We'll get to Olivia's next super chat in a minute here. Mark Lawrence sends $10. How about a TOS Constitution versus a TNG Galaxy saucer section only with aft torpedo launcher?
Love it.
That's a good one. Let's see. TOS Connie and the old Enterprise. And then we need a Galaxy class saucer.
That's a cool idea. Discuss it, Stuart.
Well,
Ryan, go first.
no, I'll go first. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna have to say that the Constitution can outrun it because there's no warp drive in the saucer section. It needs a warp sustainer. So once it drops out of warp, it's going to be a sitting duck pretty much. Now, if it was facing the Cobra head, it'd be a different fight altogether. But I think the Connie would have a bit of an advantage. You do some warp jumps, and kind of flank the saucer section. Although the saucer section has much more advanced phasers and way better firing arcs than the Constitution class does. So, plus shielding, got to take that into consideration. Plus, anybody commanding a TOS Constitution class is not going to attack basically a lifeboat full of civilians. So they might pull their punches a bit. After torpedo launcher, though, I think the torpedoes from the Galaxy class saucer would decimate the TOS Connie after a few hits, and the phaser barrage they can fire out of those phaser rings is intense. So I'm gonna have to give it to the saucer section, just on pure power, like shielding and weapons. However, if you're looking at maneuverability and a good captain and some skill, do some quick warp jumps, come back around, different angles. The saucer's not going to have much of a chance because it would be kind of sluggish and it can't jump to warp to chase it. So the
See, I
Constitution.
thought you were going to say to save his life. I made that joke. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, the Constitution has a bit of an advantage in that regard, but I think in a head-to-head fight with just in a small sector of space, I think the Connie would go down pretty easily, honestly.
And this is one of those things where this is why Mark, I love the suggestion, right? This is you got to remember that I mean, you do remember your Stuart Photo Trekyards, but the Connie has full power available, right? The saucer section has only fusion reactors, which are not designed for combat, not designed for long duty, not designed for everything at full in a way for a long whatever. So it's not pumping warp power. Is it even able to? And I say it's not jokingly. Is it able to maintain full impulse, full phases like regular beams, and full shields? That's a lot of power drain. Because why would you need that in 99% of situations? You're either escaping, or you're landing, or you're leaving. So potentially, it might reach a power output limit, right? We can't have phase at full and impulse and shields. Why would you design it that way? And if you did, you never use them, right? So if I can assume that for a second. I
was just going to say, this is the main shuttle bay as well, which means they can launch a shit ton of shuttles, which might be weapon equipped. So then you're getting attacked by a swarm as well. So that might make up for the lack of power in the saucer. You know?
Yeah. Well, sure. That becomes a tricky one.
Assume that the power output wouldn't be what you would expect.
Yeah, not at full. So shields wise, yeah, it's going to take punishment. But I assume they would probably say phases lower to keep shields up, just to keep the ship safe. But a Connie firing constant torpedoes would make an impact, right? They're not insignificant.
Make multiple impacts.
They would indeed. I mean, can you imagine a fire everything where they're launching full spread TS torpedoes, bam, 6 torpedoes, bam, 6 torpedoes, bam, 6 torpedoes, phase up, on a concentrator, they would, it would got to do something. And knowing how Trek tends to be, sparks fly, power relays start to be damaged. There's but obviously the reverse. If they put full power to phasers and had one concentrated beam on the Connie, it'll rip through the shields in not that long, 18, 70, 60, and then through and then just kill it. They could kill it in one hit if they really wanted to, close range, but that's not fun nor appropriate, But I would imagine that, and this would be a really, really fun debate to have, like Rick, Andy, and Doug, and John. I know Doug hates this, but say, how much difference does this weapon and shield tech make? Are we? I can imagine the NX to Connie, as we saw in Intimate Darkly, is generational, multi-generational development, right? We have shields from hull plating. That's generational levels, right? So I'd imagine it's not going to be exponential. We've seen how tech has slowed, right? CPUs are not doubling. So there's going to be a point where shields aren't necessarily doubling every generation. The B is not double the Con, it's not double. You know what I mean? I would assume at some point they're so powerful, but a 30% can be enough of an edge, right? And you have there's that movability and phaser power. It all makes difference. So it'd be interesting to see what their gut is. Is the shields of the Galaxy triple the power of the Connie? If so, that's a hell of a thing. Or not. Yeah. Right? Does that help? Is that useful? Don't know.
Yeah. Well, Dan points out in Best of Both Worlds they had an antimatter spread. Yeah, but that was more pretty than anything else. That was like fireworks. It didn't really do much. Antimatter spread sounds impressive, but it's not when you think about it.
Well,
against the Connie, it might be a little more impactful, but
it was ostensibly a flashbang, a constant flashbang.
Yeah.
which, you know, just to give them the edge, which actually absolutely makes sense. I think you probably find 3 Connies might be able to do some real damage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sustained barrage. I would, but that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the saucer would still take it. So, see
Uh,
what you guys are saying with
yeah.
15 votes.
Hmm.
Saucer wins with 67%.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
super victory,
Uh,
but it's still victory.
And I will say, because Olivia is the best, not of all our people, but in general, the best, I've made an AI picture of her suggestion. And you know what? I'll half, if anyone wants an AI example of any of these, just put in 250, either PayPal Super Chat, but on PayPal, and I will drum up one as well. It's gone kind of well, I will say. So, yeah. I like
Let's
it.
see it.
Well, you have to say the what it is first.
Oh, her next.
Yes.
Okay. So Olivia throws in $10 and says USS Horizon versus USS Athena. Bye, Sam. We will miss you.
Oh, didn't read that bit. Arrund.
There's the Horizon.
Oh gosh, you're probably gonna make me do the Athena on my wall next time. Oh no. So yeah, I just simply said make a battle scene for the real. I'll wait for you to put that one in, and I'll show the example. It's funny because it doesn't pretty know what these ships are. So it's kind of use the angle of the reference image. And there's the Athena, looking all pretty. And there is the battle image just for you guys as, you know. So $2.50, and I'll do one like this. Have a bit of fun, guys.
Look, you're in the cell lines up perfectly. See the overlap on the other picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. 32nd century tech versus Sam's is, I'm sorry, but you're toast. I know it's a school.
Burned toast.
Yeah, I know it's only a school, but I think they might have the edge there. So it's a good image though.
It
I
is.
like it.
It's kept a lot of it. I mean, you can see it's just nicked the two images and done its own thing, but I mean, it's kept the details really intact, which is part of the fun. Although they're both shooting both ways with both beams, kind of. Well, I don't know, confusing.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Well, the question is, Stuart, how could Horizon win? Let's ask that question. How could Horizon win?
Feed all of its warp power into one single deflector burst.
I do
would
that. I do that in a
rip right through the
film.
Athena.
Do that in a
Because
film.
look at all the warp engines on this motherfucker.
Well,
There's
foils.
3 pairs. That's 6.
And then a spare. So.
Or just ram it because it's shaped like an arrow.
No, Tab, don't want to bring it up. Never wasted. Never wasted. Don't worry. We'll go back to it. Have no fear. Everything's very valued here. All the support is absolutely essential. Do not worry. Do not worry.
You didn't waste the super chat. We're just not at your super chat yet. You have to get to the other ones.
You can double back. Do
It's not doubling back. It's next in line. So, anywho's,
he'll get it in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you could win. I don't know what advantage your ship would have against the Athena.
Well, I think I have quantums. It doesn't.
It has better because it's way in the future.
True, but it has only photons. Just saying. Just saying. Right? Just saying. I have attached nacelles. My power goes off. I'm fine. Right? Right? That's a plus. I'm smaller, more maneuverable.
Sure.
Oi. Yeah, it's depressing.
You have a crew that is a crew.
I do.
That's not fucking cadets.
This is
students.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a crew. The bridge crew just leaves and they just assign kids. So you got that advantage.
I mean, I don't think it's rude to say my crew is more talented. Right? Because you're not putting your best field officers on a school. You're putting teachers. Right? Whereas mine are very high-ranking specialist people. They are going to be better, well-rounded crew. And that's fine, right? And also more than almost no crew, because obviously it's school. Yeah, I mean, Athena, we saw in the episode shooting its torpedoes and blowing up one of the ships with a bit of vengeance, a la let's just murder them. Ooh, yay, fun times. But yeah, obviously the tracking of that is going to be so unwieldy that we can't dodge anything, right? We saw it fire phasers in the Klingon battle, and I would assume that it's single hit. Oh, single hit would wreck shop quite severely. To the point of probably blowing through any part of my ship is like tissue paper, you know. Yeah. Not really a fair fight, gonna be honest. Like, how many ships would you need of Horizon to even dent it, do you think? Pure numbers game.
How many of your ship versus Athena?
Yeah.
4?
No. 100. No, I don't know. I feel like 10, all firing quantums and photons at the same time. Just a barrage would be quite a lot of weapons, right?
I think 4 would be enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
ain't gonna go well.
It's K today is a member now. We joined at the rank of ensign.
Thank you. We absolutely.
And Tab Extra
Tab
Extra was asking a question. Actually,
yes.
I didn't realize that. 200 Krona. Do we know what kind of torpedo launchers the saucer has? Is it a burst launcher or a standard torpedo launcher? That's a very good question. I would assume it'd be able to do a full spread because it needs to defend itself in some way, and having a single torpedo launcher might not be enough.
Yeah, do you want to bring up the saucer again for a second? Because he did put in for that, and perhaps we want to... And thank you, it's K. Yeah, hard to stress how important the channel memberships are right now. So that's super amazing. Thanks so much.
Saucer is back. We'll talk about that. Sorry, Tab Extra.
It sort of depends on the mentality, right? If you this is me bullshitting, of course, but if you were saying, okay, we're only separating in extreme emergency, then you'd want the most capable weapon possible, right? Or is the logic, we're separating because the ship is very damaged, we want the most multifunctional. So for case A, it would be fast fire, full spectrum, dedicated torpedo bay next to it, so you have a full stock, which you're never going to use except emergency, right? Right, I mean, you could beam them around the ship. But if it's the version that's multi-purpose, you can have it be a really, like a full capable probe launcher, except like that level of tech. So if you need to launch a probe or an then it's usable. So it kind of depends on the perspective you're doing. What do you think?
I think that it would probably have, like I said, one that's capable of full spread launches. Because you got to think, it's separating to save the civilians, essentially, which means it's going to be separating, usually at warp and veering off. Now, if there's a ship chasing you that wants to take out casual or like have civilians be hurt, it might follow the saucer. So, what better way to defend itself than to have one that can do a multiple spread?
Okay.
5 torpedoes to the face. I'm just saying, because it's going to be running away generally from a situation. So in that instance, it's going to want something like that can deal with that kind of situation. That's my thinking. But yeah, I think if there's only one, it should be one that's capable of full spread and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Because a full spread can really screw up someone's day. The amount of oomph you can bring into that. No, it's a good question. I mean, if you're really being brutally honest, you could argue that there's almost more weaponry in separation point, as in, we are screwed, let's do the thing. But then you get into the argument of, unlike when Prometheus comes into play, that is a weapon ship, where each part, if you actually separate the ship, as people always forget, you're not splitting one ship into 3, you're actually unlocking the 3 ships it's designed as, all of which have the full phase of the full torpedoes. You're actually revealing more weapons than standard. It's actually more effective as 3, and all 3 are full warp cores. It's a better set of 3 ships than 1 ship, because you're not having 300 times the shield power. You can't. You then have 3 full ships, and one ship with a bit more redundancy, but it's not gaining more power from it, right? It's not designed for that. So if you were having, if the source of the Star Drive were meant to be more tactical, then you could go at full spread, and then you could have the ship separate in non-emergencies and be weapony, right? Like, you can almost imagine, this is dumb, I know, but picture this, Stuart. When the source separates, you can imagine the two pieces, right? And you've got the normal connection points. You imagine as it does that, you could have in the saucer a thing come down as a forward and aft torpedo launcher, like a mini pod, so that instantly it becomes fully able in that regard. It unlocks as soon as you undock the ship, right? Full R, and like both, so like a roll bar. Or
Because it could like rotate and be fire in any direction.
All that, yeah. Because then it would be really quite like, oh no, in a good way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Hopefully it does.
I think so.
But back to the one that we were doing before this. We asked you 17 votes, which is fantastic, 8 minutes ago. Who wins? The Athena. Well, thank you for the 35% that say me, my ship. Appreciate you. It won't, but appreciate you. 65% say Athena. Yes, that is a kablooey.
Athena wins. Dun, dun, dun.
That's very fair. Very fair.
All right. Next, we got Olivia with $2. Well, and then throws an extra 10.
Yes, sir.
To boost it because she forgot to add more. So, Bird of Prey versus a Klingon D7. Well, we got a Bird of Prey here. And we got a Klingon D7 right here. Look at that. We have them ready to go.
And you know what, Olivia? We'll do the picture as well.
That's what I thought she was putting in for with the $2. But okay, if it's a Burrell against the D7, again, the Burrell's a scout ship, an escort essentially to escort D7s. D7s are more of a mainline capital ship, so more weapons, more powerful weapons. The Bird of Prey has the advantage as far as maneuverability goes. If we're assuming it's a D7 with cloaking, which 50-50.
Assume whatever you want. We'll do different assumptions. All good.
Then they both have the advantage of cloak. However, they're both Klingon cloaks, which means they should be able to find each other fairly easily. So the cloak is kind of out of the picture. I think the maneuver, if it's one-on-one, the D7 is going to win. I mean, Krug was like surprised the Enterprise didn't blow him away. He outguns me 10-1. What are they waiting for? So you got to think a D7's on par. Well, it'd be a Katinga at that point, but on par with a heavy cruiser like the Enterprise. So yeah, unfortunately, the D7 would kick ass in this situation. So that's kind of the vibe that I get. Like I said, the Bird of Prey has maneuverability. It has the ability to cloak and run away, but the D7 can also chase it. I think speed would be comparable. The Bird of Prey is probably a little bit slower than a D7 in the long haul, even though the D7 is older tech slightly. You know. Again, it's all about, I think it would come down to captains, but Burrell I don't think stands much of a chance. So
this feels like such a captain like dependent. You know, if you've got a crappy D7 captain because he's drunk or doesn't care, then he'll be sloppy. And I mean, you know firsthand, Stuart, that a Bird of Prey Burrell can fight a much bigger ship and cause damage, right?
That's because there was 3 of them.
Well, there's 2, but yeah.
No, I said there was 3.
Ah,
It's going to be 3. There had to be 3. That's the only way it makes sense. Anyway.
But it did cause some damage, right? Irrespective of whether it hit it or not, it caused damage. So there is a certain punch value to it. And at the end of the day, if that is a full torpedo launcher, they're just as powerful as the D7's torpedoes. Just as powerful. And we saw Chang's Bird of Prey, every torpedo was causing significant damage. Irrespective of what its low-grade status of the ship, the weapons were as powerful, right? So it's capable, right? There's no limitation to its capability. And far more maneuverable. That is going to make a difference. And I'd also be hard-pressed to believe, based on the ships, that the D7 would be able to almost ever, right, get a successful firing arc for its forward disruptors in the Bird of Prey if it wanted to avoid. You know what I mean? It's too small a ship. I would think. Really hard to do. just bank or whatever. So it's all about torpedoes versus torpedoes, and then there's the bird of prey that's a lot more maneuverable to keep pummeling. So I'd be tempted to say that bird of prey with a good captain could win, with a semblance of, you know what, they could win. Now a really good D7 captain will annihilate them early on in the battle, but I would say, yeah, I think, which seems unreasonable, but that's where maneuverability comes into play, right? You know, Defiant versus Sovereign. Okay, Sovereign has full weapon arcs, but I guess Defiant versus Negvar. You know, 4 phases of weapons, limitation, dodge other stuff, etc., etc. And I've got a picture of this coming, guys. That's a freebie for Olivia. As ever, submit for the suggestions. These have been some great ones so far. 5 on the super chat per ship, or 2 for 1 on the PayPal. That's why you should go, guys. It's an easy answer. And submit whatever you want. There's fun to be had.
Well, I just want to point out the poll. 13 votes currently. Bird of Prey is winning with 54%. Above a D7, which is a capital ship. Which I don't buy for a second. That's like an Oberth taking on a Constitution class.
It's not that, no. Bird of Prey is distinctly a weapon-based craft. Like I said, full-size torpedoes makes a difference.
It's got torpedoes and 2 guns. The fucking D7 has, like, disruptors. Larger disruptors, not puny little pea shooter guns.
Same torpedoes,
and full-on torpedoes as well. And rear-facing torpedoes.
Sometimes.
You can imagine. Yes, sometimes. Until it doesn't.
Until it doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the maneuverability. Not a great render though, ChatGPT. You did a thing.
Bird of Prey is pretty good, but
yeah, I know what you're going for, PT, but no. Yeah. I did have to not do the same angles because that would be boring, so it did that.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying here. Oh, tides have turned. 15 votes. D7 wins with 53%. And end the poll. That's who should have won.
He put his foot down. That's who should win. You're welcome.
All right, so let's put that away. We do have another PayPal from Miss Olivia as well. It says Delta Flyer versus NX-01, which I find very intriguing.
Yes, we've done that
Delta Flyer
before. I would love to see a picture for that.
It's the latest, most advanced tech with Borg technology, micro torpedoes, the works, against NX-01 that has, well, it's got photonic torpedoes and just, I don't know what they're called, but are they just phasers? Phase cannons?
Phase cannons.
Phase cannons. Yeah. Blade of armor or
polarized hull plating.
Polarized hull plating.
Well before blade of armor.
My brain is not working today, just for the record. I've had a day. Anyway, so it's much older tech, bigger ship, but I think the Delta Flyer would come out on top easily. Like we said, micro torpedoes. It's got Borg technology, much more advanced shielding, way more maneuverable. Just the fact that it has shielding, and against,
I hear shields are important.
Photonic torpedoes. I mean, come on. So yeah, I think the Delta Flyer easily comes out on top in this one. There's not much of an argument to be made there. It's such a disparity of technology between the two of them. So yeah, that's what I got for you, man.
I'm making another free picture because Olivia's great. So vamp, if you will, a brief second more / 1 minute.
Vamp. I want to suck your blood. That is my vampire. Vampire. See what I did there? That's what you guys are doing. We have 13 of you. We did have 17. People are dropping out. No. 20 likes, though, which is great. If you haven't hit like yet, please do so. Consider super chatting in with your ships or PayPaling, even better, because you get 2 for 1. So $5 will get you 2.
Everyone wins. Wahahaha.
Except for the ship you want to.
That's true. Well, that's true. Yeah, this one feels like one of those few situations where Delta Fly could sit there, watch, get shot at, and have a cup of tea. and not be that stressed.
Yeah.
Is it similar to a musket, ball
Well,
versus Kevlar body armor? It will
yes.
impact, it
Actually,
will do some physical damage, but it is so insignificant relative.
shut up.
Okay.
So I was just going to make a good point. Sergeant Montgomery says it's like an F-22 versus a P-51. Yes. F-22 Raptor, stealth fighter jet technology versus a P-51 or World War II era. P-51 could get some shots off, and if you get some lucky bullet hits on an F-22, could win, possibly. But the F-22 is going to be going so fast, the P-51 wouldn't be able to catch up.
Oh, yeah.
Bullets probably wouldn't be able to reach it. So many different variables, because this is the kind of tech disparity we're looking at almost. So yeah, it's kind of like the musket ball thing against Kevlar. Like there's no way.
Because it'll
You
do
know?
something. But and that's fine. But also, yeah, because but it would be interesting because it can't be that. Can it be that insignificant? Really, can there be? Is tech that different? It's still energy hitting a shield, hitting a, or is it just so pea shootery like you say? Because then would that mean that something's
Sergeant Montgomery makes a good point. The F-22 and the P-51, it's about the same kind of this technology gap. Because P-51 was like from the 1940s, right? World War II. F-22 is not that much far behind it as far as time goes, but super way more advanced. New alloys, new metals, new engines, stealth ability. Like you wouldn't even be picked up on a radar if the P-51 had a radar.
Yeah.
There's so many things, and it's perfect example between these two, actually. I really like that. So yeah.
I mean the we know that photon torpedoes in theory are giant explosions, right? Properly, they will destroy buildings, they will destroy land, whatever. And photonic torpedoes aren't exactly not also huge explosions, right? They're not missiles, they're just missile shaped. They're huge weapons of whatever. And you'd think that firing that level of explosive ordnance against stealth shields would do something. Otherwise you're saying it can take thermonuclear reaction after reaction after reaction constantly. Maybe it can, but does that sort of make it invulnerable to most things if it can do that much damage, or is there's still a finite amount of that sort of kinetic fiery explosion it can take? I don't know, right? Because it was just pumping missile, boom, 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 boom. Because you don't really see in Trek photon barrages and how it affects things. You see, look at Scimitar Battle, right? Well, actually, no, look at Scimitar Battle. Actually, good comparison. Equally matched, and the photons, boom, 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 shields took them, moving on, bit of damage, moving on, right? So if you do a modern photon against old stuff, bam. I don't think we can disagree that one photon from the Delta Flyer would just massacre, probably through the shield hull plating, through the hull, and as the explosion goes, it continue, because what the Defiant, remember, we got the case study, the Defiant fired a single torpedo, and they hit a Vulcan to kill, and there's powerful ships at the time, and each one got through the shields, I believe, and they didn't exactly cause a giant petrol explosion at each point, like they're quite targeted, but each one got through, caused damage, bam, 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 and this is so much more advanced, even at micro, that one torpedo is going to just rip the ship apart. Kind of brutal, really. Would you assume that the NX crashing into the Delta Flyer, let's assume it could, would that be enough to... Because a lot of ship, a lot of hull, that would surely get through shields. That's kinetic force, right? Surely.
Yeah, I would probably get through the shields, but how much damage would it cause to the flyer itself, though?
It's only metal,
Yeah, but it's alloys. It's futuristic alloys with Borg technology.
For
So
structural,
it's taking
yeah.
it's and then the NX-01 is basically just whatever the fuck they use, steel or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's different. I don't know. that is a lot of kinetic damage. It's a lot of mass. If it does hit the Delta Flyers head on without shields,
It would certainly get through the glass, the not glass, because that's a weak point either way.
transparent aluminum, man.
Like that can't take, like nothing on the Delta Flyer is made of the same material as Pike's emergency door, right? They had no more of that material. It's done. We couldn't make it out of it.
Yeah,
it's annoying because I can do all these visuals as a fan film, and it'd be interesting to see these two square off because it's just such an absurd, in a good way, absurdity.
Tab Extra says, could the NX target the Delta Flyer at all? That's the other good thing. That's the other thing. The targeting systems might not be as nuanced. Obviously, they wouldn't be back then. So could it lock onto the Delta Flyer with its, let's say it's using ECM, electronic countermeasures. Let's say it's small. Let's say, which it is. There's a lot of variables that the older lock-on systems might not be able to actually get a good enough lock-on for it for long enough. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Or can just be jammed.
Raspberry.
Vanilla. Is that vanilla jam?
There's no such thing as vanilla jam,
no.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's see what you guys are saying.
Yes.
20 votes, which is great. Who wins? Delta Flyer easily with 85%, and XO1 at 15%. Great discussion, though.
Yeah, because you want to rationale it, right?
Yep.
Oh, and I did make a picture, I believe. Oh, okay. I mean, not at all what I said or asked for.
Sure.
And it, again, repeated the pictures that I said, but hey, this one's for you again, Olivia, you know. And oh, bam. I said a battle. Where be the battle? Yeah.
Pretty well composed picture, but the one that sells a little wonky.
Yeah, well, it shows that AI can you know, it exists. That would fool lots of people, but it doesn't work. And the lighting is different between the two ships. I mean, clearly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's cool. But like, I also did give it reference images to pull from, so just whatever. It's weird it couldn't make the two lighting right. Huh. That's weird. Weird. Oh well.
I'm going to try making an image of this.
Yes. Oh, without prompting, as in without reference. It is interesting. Alright, what do you guys think? We have got one more PayPal and one more Super Chat, which is super. We are a bit away from our Super Chat goal, so thank you guys a bit more for that. And also PayPal, every 2 for 1 we encourage, of course. Oh, it's K today. It's the start of the battle. SO1 goes straight for ramming speed. Yeah, it would be the quickest, easiest solution to not die. But can you imagine an awkward scene where it's just there? Fine. Just fine. Just the shields has kept it.
Just a picture of the Delta Flyer, shields full on, just cutting right through the NX-01, right through the polarized hull plane. Yeah.
That would be a hell of a shot. And I would put $2. They have $7 aboard. She can modify it with board tech to specifically calibrate to kinetic damage.
Yeah.
And then you're fucked.
Check your messenger.
Okay. I guess my phone told me first. Thank you, phone. Appreciate you.
Well, we'll get to the Super Chat and then we'll get to the PayPal. So next up is Tab Extra with 20 krona, which I think is $2.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that, you just want a battle image of those two?
We did offer that, yeah. Sorry, of which? Oh, we can do that. Yeah, sure.
So the D7 from Way of the Warrior against the
That's the
Voyager. Oh,
first.
sorry.
But there is the Stuart's creation, so it's without images. If you,
Yeah, that's telling it. A battle
oh,
between the NX-01 from Enterprise and the Delta Flyer from Voyager. That looks more Maquis, but hey,
mm.
at least it's a battle.
It's probably thinking, who dat? Who this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a bad image.
I mean, the next one's like good until you look at it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's not close at all in any of the details, really. Well, I kind of love how it's combined the. Sorry, I kind of love how it's combined the warp continuator, whatever it's called. That's really interesting. And then spotlights out of absolutely nowhere. Which, you know what? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
With no reference images, I got to give it some credit. That was pretty good.
All right, so he
All right.
wanted as you say, an image of this battle.
Yeah, Way of
Oh,
the Warriors,
yeah,
Klingon
D7.
D7 versus USS Voyager. Now, was that supposed to be a D7 TOS era in that episode? Because it wasn't. They used a
No.
Katinga.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
So I got a D7 here.
It's fine.
Again, I think Voyager would come out on top on this one for sure. So
It's a bit newer.
way more advanced ship. Way more advanced.
Let's have a look. And just pretty.
It's all right.
I mean, it's alright. Okay, we'll do that image. And we'll do... Right, we're very clear. Battle shot. Give us the battle shot, you dick.
Yeah, in that episode, I think they said it was a TOS era D7, but the image that they or the ship they used was a Katinga, if I recall correctly.
And where the
It was the
warrior?
wrong era. Yeah, it's the wrong
They
era.
call out is TOS? Or do you mean behind the scenes?
No, they say it's a D7.
Yeah.
They say it in dialogue, which is not a Katinga.
Hmm.
It's kind of like an Enterprise where they say a D5, and we got a goddamn Katinga.
Yeah, but we saw the hybrid in Trials and Tribulations, so I was like, oh, really. Yeah.
That's just a D7 with some plating. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, the D7 wouldn't stand much of a chance here, so I'm interested to see what the image will look like.
All right, that is generating. But you know, we do like our man. So do you have any thoughts on who might win? I mean, if you had to.
I already said the Intrepid's going to wipe the floor with the
Oh.
D7. There's no, even a Katinga, the Intrepid's going to take it out.
Oh.
Especially of the era that they mean. Let's say a motion picture era Katinga. Still going to win. The Intrepid's still going to win. Now, if it's an upgraded Katinga that we see in like DS9, I mean, Voyager's not that big. So size, the
Well,
ships
very
are fairly
comparable.
even.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Ships are very evenly kind of matched as far as that goes. But weaponry, the Intrepid class was the newest ship off the line, like out of the Utopia Planitia. Fastest ship. Had the most advanced tech. It's got 2 warp cores, for Christ's sakes. It's got the Arrow shuttle if they really wanted to use it, which could act like an attack ship, maybe. So I think the Intrepid would still win, even against a DS9 era Katinga. So
Yeah, it's a much more comparable fight, but the tech advantage is kind of hard to ignore. Unlike the Voyager, it's actually a warship.
yeah,
And it's actually there to whatever
that's true.
kick ass, and there's got to be some level of for that. And we always give a lot of credit to Voyagers being really capable as a ship, as a beyond just a ship. But it is a long-range science ship, not a warship, and that does that play in somewhere probably, but also maybe, but also you know, like, well, yes, probably. But then it's got, I mean, that tri-cobalt torpedo, get fucked. Am I right?
Good thing they used it. How many did they have? Did they just have the one?
They
Yeah.
had one, because let's not have more than one. I wonder if they're just super hard to make. You know, just like really difficult.
I mean, it's hard enough to find one cobalt, let alone 3. Jeez, man. They had one for the sector.
It's hard against Starfleet Academy. They'd have 1 in 10 parsecs. God. Yeah, no, oh god. You've got to give some credit that the way you said this, Way of the Warrior D7, so that's going to be the most up to date, because that's Gowron's frontline force. Gowron's frontline forces. It's going to be as advanced a D7 as you can have, as good as a space frame can do. So it's going to be some comparable. So you'd think they could take on Excelsiors with these, even at that point, right? It should be. You know, these are Klingon warriors. They're not there to pussyfoot around. These are going to be as powerful as you can, right? With modern disruptors, modern torpedoes, as fast. You know what I mean? Like, that's Space Marine as good as you can do, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to say it could take Voyager shields down to 50%, but get fucked in the process. So they're only like 4 years out, right? It's not. There's no generational leap. There's only strong iteration. Yeah. Oh, there's a picture that's coming. Let's have a look. Okay. I mean, again, it stole my pictures and just made a combined bullshit image, but okay, thanks.
That's why I never feed it images. I want to see what it wants to do.
So this is what you put in for, and I did say show shields and weapons, and it... Hey, Johnny's here. Welcome, welcome. And, yeah. Oh, Neil. Hi, Neil. Here's the ultimate Trekyards. Stuart, you ready? The ultimate Trekyards versus.
Yes.
Seth MacFarlane versus Alex Kurtzman. That would be a bloodbath.
Oh, it wouldn't. Seth MacFarlane would wipe the floor with Alex Kurtzman. He's more charming. He's more handsome. He's more funny. He's more talented. He can act. He can direct. He can write. Kurtzman says he can write. I got to give him some credit.
Can direct.
I was going to say, I got to give him some credit. The first 2 episodes of Starfleet Academy were well directed. I gave him credit for that at the time. Kurtzman did a good job. But honestly, Seth MacFarlane would win that one. So,
yeah, I mean, as much as you would or wouldn't like Kurtzman's work, the repertoire that Seth MacFarlane's generated, 2 smash success TV shows running for nearing on 2 decades. Another show which ran for many years and then cancelled. Multiple movies, all of which were enjoyable. Various series of success. Ted, 2 movies, 2 series of TV. Orville, 3 series, one of which was a set of movies. Was it successful commercially? Who knows? It got, he made more and it went on. I mean, that man has constant successes. I mean, he's very few failures.
Yeah, but then you look through Kurtzman's resume. He's got some good movies, like, what's that magician one? Now you no.
No, not exactly. I don't know.
There's 2 of them. And they're really fantastic.
Well, Now You See Me, but that's... I don't think he was involved.
Oh, J.J. Abrams was involved. That's right.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Kurtzman's been behind a few things, but I think it's a lot of nepotism. He just knows people. He got lucky. He's sold under a lucky star.
He did get lucky.
Yeah. Seth MacFarlane's more of an original ideas guy, in my mind.
Well, of course,
much more success, I think.
Well, of course, Family Guy is a lot based on references, so in essence, it's also very derivative, but also very original. Both. Oh no, yeah, he produced, but I mean, what does produced mean, right? For Now You See Me.
I put some money in and said, I like this. Yeah.
According to this, technically, he was a producer of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Was he?
Which was a flop.
Ender's Game was a flop, but was he a producer of that? Don't know. Cowboys and Aliens, producer. Proposal, executive producer. It's a good film. Eagle Eye, that's a classic. And he started as he was a co-executive producer on Hercules, 2 episodes, and 6 of Xena. What does that mean? What?
Means he was on set. Got his name in the credits somewhere.
Co-executive producer of Xena. Don't even know.
Xena's great. I love Xena.
Anyway, yeah. There's a poll. Right. We asked you all 25 votes. Fantastic. Who wins? Oh, I never did the updated one. That's why. Oh yeah, because it wasn't technically a battle because it was a picture one. That's fine because no, it wasn't technically a battle. We just did it anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't technically a battle. We just did it because we like to have extra.
Yes.
And he feels like he got jerked around earlier when that wasn't the intention.
No. We're giving each discussion a full discussion because you guys are supporting us. Do what we do.
We got 2 more PayPals. Let's get to those.
Beautiful.
Olivia Julius throws in $5. So thank you so much, Olivia. It says Galaxy X versus Voyager with future shielding from in-game.
Oh.
Endgame, I think you mean. Okay, we do have. Where is the Galaxy X? I saw it earlier. Galaxy X, where art thou?
I will find. I've got a shot of Armored Voyager. Vote on this, guys. This will be interesting to hear your thoughts.
Did I not? I thought I saw the Galaxy X earlier. Where the hell is it?
It's an A, isn't
Bruh.
it?
Bruh.
Come at me? What?
I'll just get another picture. Goddamn.
I don't even see it. Or arm? Oh, what? Oh. Where's the actual ship? Where's the actual ship?
Copy image, paste image.
Armored.
There we go. So Galaxy X, phaser lance and all. I love this. This is a good one actually, because they're both future tech, but one's designed to shoot and cut through things like Magvars. The other one's designed to shield itself from such things. So, yeah, it's a good offensive versus defensive battle, I guess. Although, were the weapons on this Voyager upgraded, or was it just the shielding?
Well, they gave them the photon a torpedo that was specialist that could one hit a ball cube. So,
like a tricobalt.
Oh yeah, metaphasic maybe. But yes, they could one hit. They fired multiple to be quicker, but they can pretty much one hit a ball cube. So yeah, that's quite effective. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would assume the Intrepid would be more maneuverable still. That one special torpedo, which could take out the Galaxy X no problem. Galaxy X is loaded for bear. It's got phaser lance. It's got the little mega phasers, I assume, on each side of the bridge.
That's true. Yeah, we have that as well.
More phasers, like on top of each cell. It's definitely got a lot of armament. Much larger than the Intrepid, but that cocooning shell that the Voyager has would be a problem. Let's put it that way. I think they'd knock each other around quite a bit, but I think in the end, it's a matter of getting knocked down and getting back up again. And I think Armored Voyager would probably come out on top on this one, because I think it's still more advanced tech than what the Galaxy X was, although very similar eras. One's an alternate reality though, so they're both kind of alternate realities. It's a very good Olivia. I got to give you credit. See, that's one that's why we love you guys putting this stuff in, because it's just awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. This is a tough one because you got to imagine that the Galaxy X's systems have all been upgraded to be more advanced and more in line with the times. Not the old style warp core. It would be replaced and have more power. More power. It's a pretty evenly matched fight, I think.
This one's really difficult because it's a really fun rock and hard place, and it would be so. You imagine Riker coming in with this giant. I got this. Fire, and Voyager like.
We'll wait, bro. Yeah.
And it would be armor at 85%. 84%. And it would, right? It 100% would. Because we saw in the same episode of Voyager, it was just taking hits from Borg and it was fine. It was only after they assimilated Aaron Jeremy could they nail it down because they could, adapt.
It took a fucking and kept on trucking.
Hard one, yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be able to take the beam. Because it's pretty fancy. And yeah, I would assume it could, one. Yeah.
This is kind of like immovable force versus you know what I mean? Unstoppable force movement meets immovable object, because you got the phaser lance, which is powerful, going against the shielding system, which is also super powerful. So,
well, you've also got to
break it down to just those two components. I mean, that's interesting idea.
You've got to imagine that the Galaxy X, when it warped in and attacked the fleet, it was a strike. It wasn't an assault, right? Let's disable both Navars as quick as possible to rescue, move on. And it had to just do what it needed to do. We never saw it fire everything. Its torpedoes, as you say, its mega phasers. So actually, let's be honest, that lance might be only 50% of its power output because it could fire more things. Yeah. So and it's right, and it might not have been at full power. Probably close, but it might have been at full power. Or maybe you can overcharge it, right? Maybe you can really. So it's a like you said, defense versus offense, but the armor is designed to take on the Borg, and the Borg are designed to say, "Go away, we'll deal with you." But yeah, those Trekyards, whatever the torpedoes are exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, you said fire everything. I had to.
I was picturing it too. Oh, and this is a good vote for you guys because I feel like the Endgame would win just by. It's going to take a pounding, but it will be interesting to see the armor get broken down. I feel like if you were, this might sound like a weird dickish comment, but I feel like if we took the Endgame timeline as literal, right? The Enterprise EX, like 10 years later, that leap, right, would be more. I would be more like, maybe that could do it, because that I feel like second or third gen phase lance would be like we're pushing it further because other people are pushing against us. The classic, you design Kevlar, you design arm-piercing bullets. It's always that fight. So as soon as you have this Galaxy X phase lance, then Klingons are developing shields, and so second gen lance or third gen might be able to do a really strong number. Does that help? Was that useful?
The arms battle.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, when you have the torpedoes, it's woof, woof.
Let's see what you guys are saying about this one.
Yeah.
So Galaxy X versus Endgame Voyager. Endgame Voyager wins with 69%.
Yeah.
I think it could outlast. I don't know if it could destroy the Galaxy X, though. That's the other thing. I think the Endgame Voyager would survive, but I think also it would, so would the Galaxy X. So it's a tough one. I can't cut and dry this one as far as who would win. So
it is a really interesting one and well suggested. Good shout.
Indeed. All right, let's get these out of here. And there is another PayPal.
This is why you guys should keep donating to my fan films, because the longer I can do them, the more you might get stuff like this. I don't know, but there's always chances. Just saying.
So Sergeant Montgomery throws in $5 and says USS Defiant NX 74205 versus a Romulan Valdor class.
Oh, okay. A logical fight that's like matched in a way. I like that. Okay.
Do we have pictures?
Now, did he clarify the Defiant or a Defiant? I think he said the Defiant.
He said USS Defiant NX.
So with cloak is what it's basically saying.
74205, yes.
Because that is an important clarification. Thank you for doing that.
We'll throw this in there. And
Cloakable.
Romulan and Valdor, which I don't think we have a picture of here.
The warship Valdor. I'm Dizzy from Starship Troopers.
Yes.
And welcome to Valdor. Talk about it, Stuart. I'll find the picture.
Okay. Fine. Be that way.
Talk about the Nerickson, babe.
So you say fine, I will. All right. Um, honestly, I think the Defiant would have the edge here. They have the cloak, so does the Romulan. That's fine. But I think the Defiant was made to defeat the Borg. It's a very battle-ready ship. I'm sure the Romulan ship is as well. However, it's just one of the fleet. The Defiant was one of a kind at that point, and I I'm not really sure what the Valdor is capable of as far as weapons. I know it's like new Romulan technology, but I hate the look of it. So I'm gonna say the Defiant wins, just on sheer coolness, because I'm not a fan of the Valdor. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think again it might come down to captains in this case, because they both have the advantage of cloak. Although with both being Romulan cloaks, the Valdors would be more advanced because it's newer, and they might be able to contact Romulan Seska and say, "Yo, what are the codes? Where are you?" Because she's hiding. They shoved her in a closet on Defiant and forgot about her somewhere, so she's probably not happy. And she's Seska, so she's going to be, that poor Romulan lady shows up for one episode, or is it 2 episodes?
Which is the only one for a
Anyway,
scene, yeah.
yeah.
She's there technically. Woo! Huzzah!
I'm gonna give it to the Defiant just for maneuverability. That thing can like
Mm.
probably run circles around a Valdor. Valdors aren't
Mm.
large; they're not Pterodactyls large, but so they are maneuverable in and of themselves. But I think the Defiant would come out on top in this one. I've spoken.
Yeah, this is the most interesting one I'd say so far because they're entirely different classes. I mean, the Valdor is I feel like inferred from the movie. They are sovereign allegories, so
Yeah,
this is the equivalent. So if a sovereign can take out a Defiant, which you have a very strong chance of doing, this is the direct competitor to it, but with the added swinging maneuverability, the very advanced cloak. Because the Valdor is absurdly large in terms of surface volume. The wingspan is longer than the E. It's absurd. It's not tall, but it is absurd. So it can. I mean, it's gonna. I mean, you can fit so many Defiants along it,
yeah.
right? So it's maneuverable, but Defiant can like circles around it. But it's gonna have more weapons. I think we saw in it not just forward-facing weapons. I can't recall. I think I did something from somewhere
Didn't
else.
last long in the movie.
It
Let's
did.
be
It did
honest.
not. But it was concentrated attackness.
And Dan Ben says it had the Defiant had difficulties against the Lakota, but maybe it wasn't fighting as hard as it could. Well, yeah,
Mm,
they were pulling their punches for sure.
they both were.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, quantums are going to make a big difference, right? But also the shields of Valdor are going to be more powerful than the shields in Defiant, for sure. It's a long stay fight ship. This is the flagship of the fleet. This will have the most advanced everything, and the shields are going to be a big thing. Warp power, way more than Defiant, but not maneuverability. It's gonna have more weapons, for sure. Defiant only has 2 sets of 2 pulse cannons, 4 quantums, and then 1 top phaser. I guess technically a torpedo launcher, but there's no physical place for it. But that's it, right? That's it. It's really punchy. The Valdor certainly has more emplacements because it's an everything warship, right?
yeah.
I feel like if it was somehow we had to two-dimensional it, where they had to be like this, Valdor could just punish, and because like I said earlier, right, the shields make a difference, but each weapon is going 90%, 85, 83, 75, like that is going to keep going shields down, 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 right? In a barrage, because they're that advanced, then they blow whole armor, and then Defiant's fucked. But if the Defiant can pulse phaser, quantum, it's going to be big bursts of damage. So I think they both could win hands down in different situations. Would be my vote, which is unhelpful, I know, but yeah. You need a smaller Romulan attack ship to fight a smaller Federation attack ship. I have very little doubt 2 Valdors could take out a Sovereign, because they were also sent with that in mind, right? I think that would be easily a winnable fight. But they're just so different in class. But yeah, that'd be my interpretation.
Hmm. So depending on which way the solar wind is blowing, either one could win.
Either one should win. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're right, though. I think the Valdor would have the edge because it's just newer and it's flagship material. Um,
Yeah. It's like the
much
Sovereign,
more,
right?
yeah, much more weapon points than the Defiant. Although Defiance is more concentrated because it's a smaller ship.
Too old to
So
make it.
firing all that stuff is very tight beamed. But
Well, they could fucking kill a Tingu in like 3 pulse blasts.
yeah,
Yeah, sure. I had one other point as well. Oh yeah, and you said earlier, I agree, and if you want to be a dick about it, not you, just the world, right? You could say there's so much more advanced cloak, right? Because they're not going to give the best of the Defiant. Really. That there's probably some way of saying, oh yes, I detect the 1% Eon signature over there. That must be them. Right?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Romulans have a knack of doing that. They
So yeah,
advance their tech and then give the old
one
shit to
of
other people.
yes, there are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's tricky, but
Well,
not that tricky. But yes, tricky.
that's a
Good,
good
good.
one. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sergeant Montgomery. Let's see what you guys are saying about this, though. Who
Yeah.
wins? It's 50-50 right now with 14
Oh,
votes. So you guys,
okay.
if anybody that hasn't voted,
Yeah.
18 of you here, you can break the tie. And we have 30 likes. You guys really like these Battlefests. So do I. These are really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Really good discussions. So thank you for hitting like, but please go vote in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can break this tie. We have 14 votes. All we need is one more vote, man.
Yeah. That
But
final
yeah,
answer is up to you guys.
it was such a good matchup, Sergeant Montgomery, that it's divided us into we don't know who would win. So
Well, it's like a not quite a Sovereign versus an Enterprise D Galaxy class. There's a tech win, but there's a certain level of like two giants, two behemoths. You know, these are behemoths in their own different right.
well, we have 15 votes now. The Valdor has come out on top with 53%.
Because part of this is us arguing about it and seeing who we can convince, the people of it,
Yeah.
with these arguments.
Not arguing. We're just, yeah.
No, I mean literally, we're doing the arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a debate club. We're doing the literal arguments as to, although we both more might agree. So we're giving you the argument and seeing what you guys think.
So we're saying Valdor, 53%. So that's what you guys are saying. Sorry.
Yeah.
We do have a PayPal from Kent. It's only $2, so I guess it's just an AI image. Should be 250, but
Well, technically it's 2 for 1, so I'll give him that if
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cardassian Galore class versus Federation Excelsior class.
Ooh, okay. But yeah, as Stuart mentioned, it's 250 on PayPal, 5 on Super Chat. We love that. So if you can, always PayPal because it just helps us out significantly. It makes life easier for everybody involved. And guys, we've got over half an hour left. It's some really strong ones so far. We'd love to get another 6 on here, or 5, or 6 in the other. But a few more would be super fun. Right, so you said Excelsior versus Galore. Okay.
Don't think we have.
Oh, I did not type at all. Excelsior.
We'll get those images up in a second, but we'll generate the picture, I guess.
Generate the picture?
Well, I think he wants a battle picture because he only put in $2.
Oh. Oh gosh, I gotta find the picture. Okay. Galore.
Galore. I don't know if you want me to say your full name, so that's why I just said Kent.
Yes.
I don't know which one of the chat you are, so.
Galore, Galorndin core. Ha 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 ha.
Galondin core. What?
That's a Galore. Bloop, bloop.
Oh, we're gonna have the discussion? Okay.
I mean, we want people to submit ideas,
We do.
And PayPal should be rewarded for the extra help. Well, bam.
So the Galore are I would imagine newer classes than the Excelsior. The Excelsior have been dogging around forever by the time of the Galore. So again, we don't know how old the Galore are necessarily. They could have been around for quite a long time with the Cardassian fleet, but we kind of get the sense that they are the newest of the new. And I mean, they do have, what is it, a spiral wave something. At least that's game stuff anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna probably say the Galore class because I just have a feeling the Cardassians have a more aggressive mindset, therefore probably heavily armored, a lot more shielding. Uh, Defensive capabilities are good. Offensive are probably better. Whereas the Excelsior is it's more of a science vessel with lots of phasers. So I guess they're comparable, honestly, but I'm just trying to get my head around which I think the Galore is bigger scale wise. You might know better. Could be longer than the Excelsior.
Actually, very comparable. Very,
Yeah.
very comparable, actually. Yeah.
So it would be a good fight, I think. And it's one of those situations where it comes down to captains probably. Uh, but I'd probably give the edge to the Cardassians just because they're Cardassians and not the wimpy pussy Federation. And if it's just an Excelsior class, not the upgraded Excelsior class like the Enterprise B or the Lakota, then yeah, I think if you put one of the upgraded ones up, it would obviously stand a better chance. But if we're just going legit Excelsior class, then I'm going to give it to the Galore easily.
Yeah, this one's...
Oh,
Oh,
okay. It's Kate's Day. That's who it is. Gotcha.
yes. Appreciate you. As I said in the chat. Yeah, this one's interesting because... I mean, they're all interesting. That's the silly way of saying that. Because the Galore, of course, is meant to be a comparable to the Galaxy class in terms of roughly, I think the metric is something like 2 Galores can kill a galaxy easily, so it's like 75% of the power. It's kind of the metric that I've sort of heard roughly. So by that, if that standing is correct, it'll blow through a Excelsior because it's past Ambassador, so it's generationally more advanced. It's smaller with that power, so they're going for a different sort of form factor, but much more forward punching, spiral wave disruptor, etc. But I would assume that can kind of rip through the Excelsior pretty quickly. You know, we see in the Dominion War there are fleets for a reason, right? You can't just focus on ships. You've got to keep going, and yeah, it's pretty much like the newest gen warship versus 2 gens ago warship. It'll do some stuff, but it's pretty significant. That said, if you're looking at comparable generations, then of course Excelsior TNG refit will be standard new torpedoes, standard new phasers, as much as you can with the ball turret, so it'll be much more comparable, but the shields will be less effective. The all the things that come with that, etc. I would think it would be Galore would be hurt, but would pretty much make easy work of an Excelsior, give or take.
Yeah, pretty good battle. They'd each have bloody noses, but I think the Galore would come out on top.
Yeah, you have to be a pretty bad captain to, or you have to be one of the battles where Excelsior is the hero and has to win somehow in 3 hits. It's like, oh, that was all right. What? Okay, that kind of thing, right? Where it doesn't quite make sense, but that's okay. And as I said already, the Defiant pulse phasering. It's like, can it really pulse phaser in one shot? Maybe. If it can, everyone's screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another great one though. You guys are coming up with some good ones today. And not obscure stuff, because Classic for Real's not here.
Yeah. Which is sad. But also no anime girls yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. Well, it's only 10 votes in the poll. We have 19 of you here. Go vote in the poll, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you just have to pick one, just flip a
Mm-hmm.
coin.
And there's our last one to talk about currently. So now's your best chance to put in. Put in now, and we'll get talked about straight away. We wonderfully wait for your next submission, guys. We still got 25, 30 minutes. Did I do a picture for this? Don't remember. Let's find out. I did. Okay. It's a bit better. I mean, it's sort of. It's confused.
Welcome to the world of AI.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here we have and this is why, at least currently, you still need artists to do Star Trek space battles, because that's the best it could do, with reference, so it actually knew what the ships could look like. Which is a big leg up from not having that. What do you think?
Well, Excelsior is pretty spot on. The Galore looks more like a space whale, like a Gormagander. But no, it's not bad overall. I don't hate it. Just I don't know why I put them so close together. It's because it's choosing your reference images. That's I think why. It's just like you gotta shove these in. No sense of distance. It does the same thing we just asked for randomly too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Let's put this ship far away and with a cool angle. That's something to. I guess in theory, you're saying no. I want to see the ships, therefore close together. So that's not how battles would be. It isn't, you know. At least for once, it got like phasers that were the right color and shields. Right, it did something. That's good. Is it correct? No. Not at all. But I do quite like how the glows have done on the Excelsior. That's quite nice. And it's almost given it the Enterprise B style nacelle caps, the fronts, which is weird because it ain't got those. Yeah, it's definitely butchered our boy, the Galore. Throwing a phaser through its saucer. What the hell, guy?
What the hell, damn guy?
Yeah. Oh, it's K Days on his favorite ships. It's a nice design. It's good. It's one of the original thoughts kind of designs. It's like it works. You know, a lot of TNG just kind of works.
I've got a model from Eric Martin. It's a DS9. It's all in clear, so it can be lit, and it's got a Galore and a Defiant with it. Smaller scale, but not to scale of the station, obviously. I haven't built a Galore yet, and I think it's going to be one of those ships where it's like the Ambassador class. Didn't really think much of it until I built it and held it and played with it. Then I liked it. I admired it more. So the Galore might be the same way. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Yes. No, I like it. It's a nice ship. I kind of wish I was, I guess it's kind of up to me as well, but I wish I did more work with it because it's a cool craft. It's good. Not every ship looks good in a copy and paste style fleet. Galore looks good as a pack. It's good as 6 or 7. I will say.
I prefer the Galore or the Keldon. I kind of like the Keldon.
Well, it's like saying which Nebula variant do you like. You know, they're not the same, but they're the same. They do different visual things. You know.
Yeah.
So the Keldon's just a bigger Galore with things, which works in its own right. But like the Galore's,
It's a different class of ship, though. It's not just a variant.
well, no, I know, but as a model with some stuff added, like the Nebula's a model with stuff added. I'm just saying, literally is what it is, right? Because they just changed the Galore model. But I like the pieces. It feels bulky and good.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying. 15 votes. Excelsior comes out on top with 53%.
Oh, wow.
It surprises me. It was tied for a minute there, but...
Trekking up. Hey, put it in. Make us debate it. Interesting.
Yeah, Trek or not. Mods don't get free choices. Just saying.
This is how we do our thing.
That was bad. Let's undo that. Move this.
Well, while we wait for another suggestion, can I do a pimp my ride?
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy update, guys. As you guys know, we're still raising money for things and bobs. We are now at 7 days. I mean, just, in the 7th day. 96 backers, £9,536 of 12,500. We're at 76%, which is a lot closer than the last time I talked about this, which is fantastic. Still over 3,000 to go, so obviously 24%. Lots of great perks. I've loved seeing people get loads of small perks. Lots of people are upping their donation to get more perks because they're add-ons. Really good to see. Loads of people are naming a ship, etc. 7 days to get this money. It's entirely up to you guys. Without these funds, Trek Shorts hits a brick wall as bad times. So at the very least, help us get to 100% because we need that to do things and bobs. With one more film coming out this Saturday. The last film was, of course, our Stranger Worlds version of a film. This next one is my Mirror-ish film. It's not the Mirror Universe, it's a Mirror Universe film. And that'll be the last film of the Kickstarter campaign. Another freebie, as it were. 4 films in 70 days, which is kind of absurd. You're welcome. And Stu had a great performance in one. Go check it out. You're welcome. And yeah, exactly. It was great. Yeah, 7 days. Got to get 3,000. Pledge. It's worth it. It's great. And you can, as I said on Sean's video, if you want to get a Stuart sign perk, just put in a message to us when you get a poster. Make sure it's one of Stuart's signed, because I have got a few of his signed across the board. So let us know.
Are they going to want to have them when they find out what I signed it with?
Look, you had an issue, right? And you signed stuff, and they can clone you in the future, right? Just consider that. You've given people...
No. It was signed with ink, marker, but it wasn't by my hand.
Oh, the second batch you signed.
Yes. We're just fucking.
Yes. Hopefully. But yeah, support. We actually need you guys 100% or it all goes away. So there's Stuart's film. And Stuart's next, I mean, not next, literally next film, but the next one that we shot. It's cool. He's in a shuttle. I'll say that. Can't remember why in a shuttle.
Oh, look who's speak of the devil.
Plastic
for Real shows up with $5. Throw in Captain Okana's ship from the outrageous Okana. I think that episode was about some guy named Liquidator Brunt. Throw it in with what?
It's true.
We'll put it in, and somebody has to decide what its verse is.
Which means it's an open goal, right?
Yeah, but it can't be classic for real. I've spoken.
Oh, you want a serious choice? Okay.
Yes.
So the picture didn't come up, as in there's no direct pictures. So I could go looking, which is fine. Season 2, episode 4. They like to see me suffer. Like to see me suffer. So do you.
Should it just go up against the winner of the last one, which was the Excelsior?
Yes. Sure.
We'll do that until somebody swaps it out.
Yes. So if my hard drive to spool up with the files.
So Excelsior versus Okana's ship.
2, episode 4. Here we go. Season 2, episode 4.
I'll make the poll while you're doing this.
Yes. Let's find a picture of this bad boy. I can see it in my head. Oh, that's Patrick. Shut up, Patrick. Ah, yes. Oh, it is glitching a little bit. It's my favourite version of that freighter, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I'll go for another...
Yeah, I'm gonna say Excelsior would win because they're kept relatively upgraded in that time period, and Okana's ship's not that fucking great. It's a freighter. It's kind of a piratey ship. It's like the Millennium Falcon of the Star Wars universe.
Oh, you're right. It's in Prodigy, or they changed ships? It is in Prodigy. Haha.
So yeah, I don't think it would stand much of a chance against one of the
Doesn't mean anyone made a picture of it.
Federation's
Okay.
one of their longest in-service ship designs. Just saying.
But he's a clever boy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, this will have to
but
do for the moment because it's a very specific picture or very specific ship. I know it looks like, but I don't know where there's a front view. So that's the best you're gonna get for now, because at least you know what style of ship it is. It's Star Trek Freighter kit badges. I know what it looks like. I just need to find the version. Need to find a version. Freighter.
so isn't this it?
Yes, that's what I just found. Huh.
It's like one of the first ones that came up when I searched
What did you search?
Okana's ship TNG.
That's what. Yep.
Mine's a shit quality picture though.
Yeah. Huzzah. Well, he's a mysterious lad. He might have some really powerful weapons, shields, engines, aggressive pew pews. Yeah, I have a really good high res picture now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get rid of this one now. Get the fuck out of here.
Kitty fuki meard. And not a hardship to model because it's just you just squibbly, you just go down the line. It's a lot of repeated stuff too, and it's not a basic, not a very complicated model. Even though it looks it.
Looks like it's made by the same manufacturers that did the Merchant Man. Like in
Mm.
Universe. Got the same kind of back end.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's a freighter versus a actual like ship. So I'm still gonna give it to the Excelsior. Just because. Excelsior is also much larger, probably more armaments. Oh, you're right. Okana could have upgraded his be like a sleeper ship. Like the Falcon. It looks like a hunk of junk because that's the way it avoids a lot of curious eyes. Let's put it that way.
It amuses me. You can see my cursor looking at this line of ship. These Greeblies on this line. It's all the same thing. It's two Greeblies. He's cloned and reversed. So you built two. Right, there you go. All the details there done. And everything on this line is basically the same vent. It's fine, but the more you know. As in, there's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he has one giant in case of Federation stopping me at the border weapon, right? To stop sensors from working. That's the one thing it's got. Otherwise, it's not got the weapons or the power or the shields. Maybe full grade torpedoes because he bartered for them, but probably not the stockpile because torpedoes would be expensive, obviously. So he probably has like 5 because they're very, very powerful against most things. But that's it. That's his entire that's his year's salary of smuggling to get the full torpedoes because the military just get stuff. They always have bullets and missiles. But civilians, you gotta buy them. Just saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it to Excelsior. I think most people would. So,
but he could charm the nacelles off it and therefore win.
and the captain, yeah, absolutely.
See.
Let's see what you guys are saying. With 16 votes, Excelsior wins with 94%.
Yeah.
So it ain't even close.
It ain't even close.
It ain't even close to being close.
There ain't no closeness in this nebula. What?
Perfect. All right. PayPal. I don't think so. Let me check.
Let us know, peeps. This is up to you guys. Have a fun time with us. As you are. As you are. As you are. Yes. And let me go to the Kickstarter in case everyone put in and we can live say thank you. Because, you know, now's the time. No! That's okay. Not
Did you
really.
share the link?
I didn't. I should. I will.
You probably should share the link just in case anybody wants to go check it out. At least look around
Yes.
and see what it's all about.
That is true. Looking around is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Yes. Yep. As I've said before, if all 23 of you here put in $20 right now, boy, that would jump. That would jump real far. Just saying. Just saying. There's cool stuff in there. There's cool stuff in there. Yeah, 6:45 on Wednesday next week, May 20th. Getting close.
Can't believe we got up to 39 likes without me asking for likes every 5 minutes. That's awesome, guys. That just shows you guys really like this Trekyards versus, which I do as well. So yeah, might have to do more of these. Next week, we want to do, at least I want to do, I don't know if we will.
Yeah, I skimmed that, but I was busy. So what were you saying? I kind
Because
of...
I'm the boss. I'm the captain. Next week's going to be Star Wars week because it's lead up to Mandalorian and Grogu. So we'll do a Trekyards versus with Star Wars ships.
Oh.
We'll have Star Wars related content next week. Mostly ship stuff. So join us for that.
Yeah, I mean, ranking Star Wars ships I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Like as a formal...
But I do want to do a versus. I don't know as much about Star Wars ships, you know, like especially like legends and all that stuff. Expanded universe, but it'll be fun still. So
maybe do an AI Star Wars mix creation. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
You know, take a TIE fighter and say make the emitter things balls. You know, TIE fighter and then 2. You know.
I made it fun.
Okay, I'm gonna submit a challenge.
Dun, dun,
So I'm putting the first one. Somebody give me a versus that you want to now put, which we haven't even thought about, like spinning one and then you do the other. There's Dominion Battleship. Submit a versus that can head on.
You want me to, or do you want them to?
No, audience. Yeah.
Because he knows I'd kick his ass no matter what I picked.
Oh, that's not true. That can't be true. That's impossible. No, wrong verse.
I was just thinking that.
Really?
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I got one if anybody doesn't pick one. But you guys have a chance to put something up against the Dominion Battleship. Will your ship come out on top? Probably not.
Well, they can do whatever the hell want. If they want to, right? If they stack the deck, it's possible.
Mine would win. The one that I have in mind, which is currently on the screen somewhere there. They can't see it.
No.
But Sam probably could. Classic Chris said I already submitted Captain Okana. Well, we're not doing that because it's going to be the Dominion Battleship, and we already did the Okana ship. So
yeah, you said Excelsior. We had the whole conversation, and we did a poll. Yeah, there you go. Who win Okana versus Excelsior? Yeah.
You must have missed it.
Yeah, we had a whole debate. Go back and watch.
Do it.
And besides, I wasn't submitting again. I wasn't to submit against this. A deliberacy, you know. You can pick the debate. This is the most powerful, one of the most powerful ships in Star Trek. I say ships, not flying things. Most powerful ships in Star Trek. This would be, is a fleet killer.
Unless you can turn its structural supports to spaghetti, to the consistency of spaghetti.
But can you?
In theory. In execution, maybe not so much.
Not so much. Yeah.
Especially if you're a piddly little pissant Red Squad bitch. Or a bunch of bitches, as the case may be. I'm just saying.
They all died.
Not all of them.
And some of them died. Well,
Most
no.
of them died.
Yeah.
The chick survived, I think.
I think a few survived. I think it being out the survivors. I think a couple did.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
And of course, Nog and Jake and
Yeah, but you know, they weren't really through, were they? So sort of
you let me know when I should just pull one in because
yeah, we'll give you guys another 1 to 2 minutes. Submit something to go against the Dominion battleship. It is a meaty boy. It's a fierce boy. Let us know. We've got PayPal open, Super Chat open. Anything. Give you guys a minute. A lot of good stuff it can. Oh, there we go. See?
Mark Lawrence,
There we
$10
go.
USS Pegasus with the phase cloak. Nice.
Okay, that is a sir. Curveball. Curveball.
Before you throw that in, I'm going to throw in what I was going to throw in.
Also, fuck you, Mark. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, that's got a chance, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the one I was initially thinking of. I just happened to catch that out of the corner of my eye. This is what I was going to bring in against it. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So the Pegasus.
Okay.
Pegasus? Yes, Pegasus. How can you be deaf with wings like that? What?
Yep.
Yeah, Mark, you got a good point. I mean, with the phase cloak, they could materialize their ship inside the Dominion ship, and boom, they're both dead.
Yeah.
Aside from that, it's just a fucking Oberth, man. Sorry. Not much of a.
Is there not no birth there?
Well, I'm going to pull in the Pegasus specifically.
Sure. Yeah. Didn't Dominion lose the war? Well, they lost because of various reasons. It wasn't a militaristic loss. It was an everything else loss.
Yeah.
The female changeling got surrounded by people, and you know, the Federation could not have attacked Cardassia and won against that fleet. There was too many ships. But that wasn't, you know, they would massacre the planet as well. So it was a no-win scenario kind of thing, except the way they otherwise win.
So there you go. Phase cloak, I mean, doesn't really come into play, I don't think, necessarily. I'm going to put that in the corner so we know it's the Pegasus. Just an Oberth against this fucking thing. This thing's going to blow the Pegasus out of the water. Unless every time they attack, they phase, but, you know.
They phase.
Fucking dying over here.
Just a little brief side note. If anyone wants to bid on the Star Trek Discovery prop store auction, you've got 51 seconds, 50 seconds, and 2 minutes 50 seconds, respectively. The final items of Discovery are being sold. The last item on the collection is the Michael Burnham Admiral item, which is currently at 7,500, with an asking bid of 7,000, asking bid of 7,500. 46 bids, 2 minutes as the last piece, so that's kind of apt. You know, it ends the Discovery because they'll no longer own those props. They can no longer make these things. They sold a lot of their back catalogue.
Thank Christ. So, who's going to win? The Pegasus or the Dominion ship, Sam?
I'm just saying, end of an era, right? They gave up.
God.
They gave up officially by handing that stuff over to the fans. Well, the Dominion can't kill Pegasus. They don't want to be killed, right? So already you've got an intentionality of a stalemate. I assume there's a shuttle bay or a fighter bay inside the battleship this thing could nestle in because it's that big. So if it gets in there, drops off some sort of warp core detonationable, deviceable torpedo thing in the inner thing, and that will cause a huge antimatter and rip apart thing. Or it could dephase in that giant hole in one of the wings and leave a spread, just like a set of mines, torpedo mines, detonate, cause in their shield bubble, would cause insane damage and rip through the hull like no one's business. So it could cause absurd damage. Think about when the Defiant flew through that top pincer bit Again, drop some torpedo mines, decloak for 10 seconds. It certainly can't fire in those 10 seconds. There's no weapons there, and rip that bit apart. So it could cause insane levels of damage. But were it to be, decloaked and one weapon hit it, they're dead.
Yep.
Or at least probably maybe 2 hits, right? Super disabled. So that's a thing. But how patient would the Vorta be? Or the Alpha, right? We can't find them, we can't hit them, we can't predict their movement. How long are we going to stay? Are they even here still? Right? I don't know.
But the Pegasus wouldn't stand a chance regardless because it couldn't muster enough firepower to actually make a difference or dent in the fucking Dominion ship. The only way they could do it is phase something in, which is going to be their ship, unfortunately. So,
Well, why'd you say that? That it can't cause any
because
damage?
it's a fucking Oberth, man. Even upgraded, they're not that fucking powerful, and they're small. The Dominion ship is not small. There's no way, even with the shields down, just sitting there, low power, the Dominion ship have a 5 fully armored, fully armed, powered Oberths would still take a week firing at it nonstop to destroy the fucking thing. So there's no way the Pegasus is going to come out on top. I'm sorry.
You say that, and you're right. But as I say, if you could phase in next to say the impulse or warp nacelles and drop some torpedo mines, every ship is done to have shields, right? If you see those glowing purple things on the wings, if you put torpedoes next to those, they're being annihilated. They're not surviving that. So you could, in one hit, destroy their warp nacelles on one side, right?
And then what are you going to do? Take pock shots at them? They're never going to destroy the ship unless you take out their warp core.
But if you do enough damage, if you make them inwarpable, then they'll all die of Ketracel white loss. Right? There's not starvation, are there? So,
Bro, that's a stretch.
I think you could, because there's no chance. It's like the Death Star, right? There's no weapons on the battleship that are to its hull a way they could shoot something that small. So they could easily decloak, torpedo mine through the shields and then under them, destroy that part of the hull, and then leave. And there's no chance they could hit them with anything.
That's assuming they have torpedo mines.
Well,
how often have you heard of a Federation ship launching a torpedo mine?
Which is a photo torpedo with a timer. It's not complicated.
Or a proximity detonator.
Yeah, it's just a timer. It's just they'll have at least 100 torpedoes aboard. Just drop them. I mean, remember, this is Preston's test ship. This is gonna have full weapons, full torpedoes, full shields, best TNG work. Right, it's gonna be absolutely as bad as good as it can be at the time. It's ready to go.
Mark Lawrence says the mighty Oberth just deploy torpedo-like mines by manually pushing them out by hand. They leave the phase cloak field and boom. That's not how that works, dude.
Yeah, that would be a stretch. And I'm saying that.
I love you, Mark, but no.
Because would they
All
just go out of phase, or would they maintain phase?
If you could phase your torpedoes and fire them into the ship, like so they're inside the ship phase.
Yes.
And have them stop.
Yes. And then dephase on their own.
And then detonate them. You might have a chance.
Oh god, can you imagine just working as a Dominion, as a Jem'Hadar, and all of a sudden a torpedo just goes Zool. That'd be real bad.
All right. Well, let's see what you guys are saying. Pegasus wins with 69%, but you're all wrong. So, and then we got Sergeant Montgomery who said armored Borg cube. So we'll put the Borg cube up against it as the last one.
Okay.
And then we got to go. So there is the armored Borg cube.
Now
this would probably have a chance against the Dominion ship. Yeah, cutting beams, just start slicing the ship apart. Start assimilating the ship. Beam over some of your Borg drones. Have them assimilate the crew. It'd be cool to see an assimilated Jem'Hadar, actually. Yeah, this is one that I think would win against the Dominion. Good call, Sergeant Montgomery. Yeah, you did it. That's all I've got to say about that. I mean, the Dominion ship would put up a hell of a fight against the Borg cube, but I think in the end the Borg cube was going to take it.
Yes, but Voyager would do severe damage to it. And Voyager's a little pussy in comparison.
But it's also got the Janeway.
There is torpedoes in that nebula.
Possibly.
Yeah, there's such an offensive ability though. I feel like the Dominion would be, or the Borg would be overwhelmed by the raw firepower. Because this is nothing like, you know, a sovereign or even a fleet. I mean, I would say that absolutely outmatches the entire.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the two fleets in First Contact. You know, this thing could equally rip apart that fleet like tissue paper, right? So could the Scimitar, though, a lot of the time, right? There are god ships that are just like super powerful. But I feel like if this, I would assume this ship could blast massive holes through the armor, through the hull, and then at a certain point the Borg would be able to either adapt, or the second cube could come and rip shop, right? That said, if the armor is designed, which we can assume designed to face and protect against the 8472 bishop weapon, that thing will single-handedly outmatch anything the Dominion can do as a single blast, because that thing is absurdly powerful, right? So in this case, if it's one beam of that ship versus the constant barrage of these amazingly powerful disruptors, what's more powerful? Don't know. Probably quite equal. There we go. Well, there you go. So yeah, if the armor's absurd for the Borg, it'll take it. And I mean, hey. But it is like two utter behemoths of technology.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is the question? Because we only care what you guys think unless we want to decide ourselves, then we're absolutely fine.
Go vote in the poll.
Fuck.
We're closing out here.
But
thank you to everybody that participated. We love you guys.
Yes.
Super chatted and PayPal. Awesome choices. This was a good discussion. Enjoy these. We're gonna have to do these more often, I think. Also, that's the other thing we're doing next week. So we're doing a Trekyards versus with Star Wars ships. We're also going to do a Captain, Shakedown, or Destroy with Star Wars ships, which is our new format for. Just saying. That's next week.
We want you guys involved.
Well, let's put it this way: with 11 votes, it's 100% armored Borg. That's 100% poll.
That's rare. Doesn't really happen.
Yep. So all those words you said just a minute ago,
every one of those is wrong. Appreciate it.
All right.
I tried, Dominion. I tried. I was your puppet. I was here. Didn't work.
Thank you guys. Join me tomorrow night for my discussion on the Naked Time.
Yes.
And then join us on Thursday for the review of said Naked Time. It can be your naked time. You can be naked while you watch. I mean, I will be naked when we review it.
So. Well, when you watch it, you could be. Not necessarily, you know.
I'm going to be doing the review naked, so just saying. And maybe drunk too, because that's kind of the theme. And then next week, like I said, join us for some Star Wars content, Star Wars Versus, as well as Captain, Shakedown, Destroy. Yes, that's it.
And when are you seeing Mandalorian Grogu, do you think?
Friday.
Okay.
Opening day in the afternoon.
Is the screening booked much, or are you just going to go walk in and see what seats have you already booked tickets?
I already bought my tickets, but there's like 2 seats that were sold. So
on opening day.
Yeah. Well, I think it premieres Thursday night.
Well,
there's also like 6 showings of it on Friday. So
just gonna check here as well. Because I realize I actually have to watch season 3 first, because it probably connects.
Probably not. And they've confirmed they're doing a season 4 now, so it's gonna be great.
Probably not. Oh, but I mean, sure. But he has a ship, and he changes in the ship.
Well,
Okay.
it's just an Imperial remnant ship that they find. That's just like the Razor Crest. That's all it is.
Well, yeah.
All right. Anyway, to join us for all those things, guys, and I'll see you later. Until then, he is Commander Cockings.
Okay. Okay. Let's go 4:20 p.m. How many people bought tickets?
All right. Bye.
Almost nobody. Cool. Well done.
Exactly.
Bye. What? Bye.
I'm Captain Foley.
Oh, it's Cockins. He's good friend. He's Cockins.